Tough crowd today, huh?
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages.
That dude is the ultimate scrub.
It's trash.
Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Barnes.
Yo, dude.
It's Tony. It's Michael on the other side of the glass. And it's Renee
Hey,
on the couch. And you're due for some recipes, Renee. Come on. Like we haven't heard any new baking ideas, you know? I feel like I've mentioned this the last couple of times. You got something on the tip of your tongue.
Frozen yogurt.
Homemade frozen yogurt?
No,
you make
go
frozen
get.
yogurt?
No, I've never made frozen yogurt.
So basically, you're saying you want to go get some
frozen yogurt.
What?
It was just crazy.
I don't know. All I remember is that it was like such a thing when I was a kid. and
Yeah, dude.
Frozen yogurt's so freaking delicious.
Really?
What?
I don't know. I was never a big fan of it.
We've talked about it.
But it was pretty crazy, like the craze that frozen yogurt
I
came
know.
with.
And
like,
still is.
is it though?
Well, I mean, like in Fairfield, it's like packed at that frozen yogurt place.
Oh, it's 16 handles.
Yes.
Oh,
But I
Big
think-
young kid like spot.
I think it's a combination of everyone loves, like, it's basically like a buffet. I mean, I can put any topping I want. on it.
Right.
But then I think it's more so that than the actual quality of the act.
Right.
It's like anybody would rather just have soft serve vanilla. Like
Yeah,
regular.
definitely.
Like,
I
And
wanted soft serve vanilla, but then I am getting frozen yogurt.
How much better for you is frozen yogurt than
I feel like
I
it's
don't know,
not.
it's-
There's so much sugar.
Yeah, is it really that
But
much better, Michael?
there's not probably as much processed stuff in it, right? Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
No, because so let me. I will give you guys the facts.
Really?
So there's, like he said, there's the ones that are sugary,
Mhm.
but there's still not as much dairy,
Okay.
if any. I'm pretty sure, unless you're getting like something
Like
that
birthday
has-
cake.
Yeah, something like
birthday
that. Something
cake,
that has,
yeah.
So, but then they have the no sugar
Right.
ports.
Right.
That is completely 100 frozen yogurt, organic, no sugar,
Really?
no additives. But no one gets those.
Right. Yeah.
There's
no
like
one gets
two
that.
handles there out of like 30,
Uh-huh.
and the rest are all the other ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's not that those are bad, and you get the condiments too. You can make it fire, but you're not gonna get that organic blah 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 blah.
Like
no
just
sugar.
plain,
Yeah.
No sugar.
You know how it's basically Chobani and the Bulgarian yogurt. Of
Right. I like Chobani.
course you do.
Chobani
Oh,
flip.
Tony,
Yeah,
that
I was
was
gonna say I'm in the
you.
box, dude. No, they need more of me, dude. I'm in the box. It's actually pretty funny though. I encourage everyone to go watch. There's a Seinfeld. Yeah, he thought it was him, but I was the box. There's a Seinfeld episode about this because there's like
yeah.
you've seen the episode. I
Yeah.
encourage everyone to go watch it.
Yeah.
They open up a
Kramer's part
fat
owner.
free,
Yeah.
Kramer's part owner, fat free yogurt spot.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh my God, is it really fat free? Newman's going nuts, having it every day. And it's like, it's a funny episode. But my first experience at Froyo, I think it was Orange something it was called. It was a chain.
Orange Theory.
No, it wasn't Orange Theory Fitness. I'll try to get the. Well, anyway, dude, I went there and I was unaware of the weight thing.
Yeah.
You know?
So you just
I
thought
thought it was like, oh, medium is like $5.
It'll be
whatever.
$24.75.
Yeah, I was like, oh, dude, my eye. I was like, holy shit, dude.
but
Orange
also,
leaf is what it's called.
orange leaf.
The toppings like fill you up quicker, so it seems like, oh, I want the large one.
And I went in, I like layered the toppings, like on the
Yeah.
bottom, and then more yogurt, and then more topping, and it was crazy, dude.
And it's like, I don't know, like, the cheesecake ice cream.
No,
you know,
I
it's-
don't do that, dude.
I'd rather have
Vanilla.
no,
Chocolate.
but Cold Stone, like
Oh,
something,
no,
something like
no.
that. No, I know we talked about it, but I don't understand Cold Stone. What's the
Cold
problem?
Stone to me is like, I think it's pretty expensive, in terms
No,
of
but price out. I'm just talking
price
about
out.
just the taste.
I feel like it tastes fake. Matthew, what is up, my guy?
Hey.
Yo, dude.
Michael, Cold Stone, 5 minutes. Go.
Tastes fake, dude. Tastes fake.
So
It's
Cold
fake.
Stone, their whole thing was they'd sing for tips, right?
Right.
They don't do it anymore.
And they have to greet you
Yeah,
on the
but
way.
I'm just talking about the product. Do you like it or not?
No.
I don't know. I think it's overrated.
Yeah, I think so too.
Give me DQ all day.
Yeah,
No,
Over it.
I love DQ.
Nice Blizzard.
honestly.
Dude,
Yeah.
Blizzard. No one
Blizzard.
doesn't like
No,
them, bro.
but the
Mainstream
strawberry
creamery.
dipped cone or whatever, cherry dipped.
Wow, what a t-shirt. I was just going to say,
So good,
Matthew.
dude.
Hey, the t-shirt looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
To boot.
Guys,
I
Brandon.
Oh my
always remind
goodness.
everybody at the end of the show, but
Yeah.
might as well say it now.
The
DowntimeTV.com.
merch.
You'll see that there.
This is it, dude. I'll be sporting
But,
some
hey,
more
come on.
merch pretty much all week, actually. And I like this. You know, it's very
It looks good.
very comfy t-shirt. Logo's not too big, not too small.
Ferocious.
Good size. The black outline around it makes it stand out on the
Wow.
t-shirt. Very comfortable.
Last question here before we get started.
Froyo?
Yeah, basically. So we're doing an ice cream sundae.
Okay.
You're getting it out. So you have one sauce and then like one dry topping. What are you getting?
Well, I mean, it's definitely gonna be chocolate sauce. You
Over
know.
caramel. It was
unbelievable.
Do
Yeah.
you not like caramel or you like caramel?
Caramel is good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Caramel
Well,
is
I'm
good.
not gonna say caramel just because you're saying caramel. I'm gonna say it
Michael,
the way
you
I
don't go
pronounce it,
caramel
dude.
New York? No?
No, I go caramel.
No. Yeah.
Renee?
Caramel.
Yes.
I
For
guess-
3 bars.
I mean, it was just
Wait,
what I
mozzarella?
heard growing up, you know? Growing up, we said mozzarella. We didn't say mozzarella.
Well, what's
you
the
know?
The mozzarella?
So we got chocolate sauce. I'm guessing vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, definitely vanilla ice cream,
Soft
chocolate
serve.
sauce, yeah, soft serve, or even
Hard,
hard is
yeah.
fine too. Wow, dry topping. I
It's
guess I gotta
unbelievable.
go with some Oreo crunchies.
Yeah,
you gotta go with the crunchies.
You really
dude.
can't beat that.
I know.
Reese's too or no?
No 3-pointers.
I mean, if I had to choose one, it would be the Oreos.
But you like Reese's.
yeah, of
obviously.
course, I
Yeah.
love Reese's.
Yeah,
dude.
Reese's Blizzard is
Oh,
amazing.
so good, dude.
Yeah.
You know what you got to do,
Or
though?
peanut butter or anything.
I don't know if you guys have ever had this, happen to you guys when you get a Blizzard and there's just not enough peanut butter
Yep.
cups or
Yep.
Oreo crunchies. Got to hit them with the extra.
Yeah. What's
Really?
going to cost you? 50 cents?
Yeah. Hey, what's that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And guess what? You're not having a whole gap of just ice cream.
right.
Yeah. No, one
Wow.
thing that used to get me annoyed, I would get the Reese's Blizzard, and then most of the Blizzards, right? I mean, they
Yeah.
come with vanilla, right?
Yeah.
And then just for that one, they give me chocolate. It's like,
Really.
did I ask for chocolate? Like,
Right.
why are you making a Reese's Blizzard?
See,
with
normally
chocolate?
they ask me
Yeah.
what ice cream I want.
But I feel like everybody gets vanilla.
Yeah, chocolate's
So to
ridiculous.
just give chocolate
Yeah.
without saying anything. Chocolate's bitter.
Yeah.
Chocolate ice cream. I don't know. Michael?
Barnes is bitter on chocolate.
Yeah, I like.
you love it.
Chocolate ice cream?
Wow.
No, but you get the Blizzard with vanilla.
I do.
Yeah.
Because
Also,
I'm smart. I know that
Right.
I have enough chocolate,
Right.
Yeah,
but I
exactly.
do need chocolate. So, like,
Yeah.
if I don't know, like for example, a chocolate shake.
Yes.
I like chocolate shakes.
But chocolate
Mm.
peanut butter shake.
Come on,
Too much, dude.
No, it's
But a twist is good. Or no. Like if you're getting a
Oh,
cold.
no, yeah, I never do twists.
It's too much.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. No.
Oh man.
Vanilla
Oh, man.
only. I've
Taboo.
also never had a bad Blizzard before. I never had like a not mixed enough with enough like.
Did you like
Reese's
the Oreo cheesequake or strawberry cheesequake blizzards? Or
Oh no, I never did that.
Can't do that.
No, I've done the Oreo Blizzard, but
Yeah.
I don't even know what a
But,
cheesequake
come on.
is, to be honest.
I know you've had one.
What's
What?
a cheesequake?
It's cheesecake, but they call it cheesecake. I'm saying.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I've had it.
dude.
I've tasted it. Very good.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good, really.
Yeah.
I mean, do you like cheesecake?
Love cheesecake.
But,
you
but
like
since it's not your mom's cheesecake.
No,
Well,
dude,
it's
no.
another level. Dude.
No, last night. This is just a quick. We'll go on from here.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday, Sharon! Right. So his birthday's tomorrow. We celebrated here at the Nolan.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday. dude.
Saturday. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. And it's your mother's birthday Thursday.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So talking about meatballs in Staten Island.
Yep.
Sharon recommends a restaurant Tony's never heard of. Barnes. Can you imagine?
Relatively new.
Okay. And never
Wow.
heard of it. And he says best pizza and best meatballs. And Tony goes, my mother's got the best meatballs. Immediate reaction.
I mean, come on.
Has she ever thought about going commercial?
My father, my brother have been getting her to do that for quite a while now.
Yeah.
But
Let's
Oh!
Right,
Right, yeah. Too much work. Go
Yeah.
put a restaurant. She doesn't want to do all that.
Well,
dude.
and the thing is, when you have a good product,
Right.
you only can sell it fresh because once you start
Yeah.
doing like
Oh yeah, like you make a batch, you freeze them.
we had to mass
no,
produce.
you can't do that.
Yeah,
dude.
you just had to have like a stand.
Yeah, or food truck.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly, exactly. So good stuff. I'm starving. Haven't eaten one thing.
Really? I haven't eaten today either.
Yeah. So
I was what?
Starving?
Yeah, I'm starving. I was actually going to Robex after this.
Let's do it.
Right?
Yeah, I'm down. I love
it.
it.
Doesn't seem like a you move. Nothing in your stomach, and then you're just having a smoothie.
I know, it's pretty crazy.
No, but
right?
this is a good smoothie. Tell him.
Michael turned me on to the Nuts About Protein smoothie.
Yeah, I love that you remember the name. I forgot the name.
Really?
Yeah, I know what's in it.
Well, there's I don't know everything that's in it.
So go ahead. I'll help you.
I mean, there's obviously peanut butter.
Yeah.
Honey.
Yes.
Raw honey.
Raw.
Okay.
And then that's
cinnamon, yogurt, coffee.
Okay.
Dude,
it tastes like a peanut butter milkshake almost.
With a hint of coffee and the cinnamon is just.
So it's not too yogurty.
No, they make it pretty good.
But if it's like a milkshake, then
throw yogurt in your shake or smoothies. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it changes the game.
It's pretty a crazy experience over there at Robex.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have a smoothie like once every couple of years, so I feel like I'm due for another one.
Yeah, dude, we should all go after this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Although if it's crowded, you're probably gonna wait like 30 minutes.
Yeah, so
that's the only tough part about it, dude.
A rainy day, just like the bowling.
Yeah, right.
But let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
2-2, he got him swinging. A back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray. There's damage right there. Shohei, way, sayonara. Where did that land? Stuck to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires. Out at first.
There it goes. See ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony, I'm just saying. I made the call. Made the Joe Namath guarantee yesterday. There was no way I was going all the way down to the Bronx for a loss. Baltimore.
All the way down the Bronx.
And the Yankees delivered. And while, there were some struggles, throughout the game offensively, thought it was a very good performance, especially because we had talked about, especially yesterday, me and Mike were talking about how it just can't be Judge. He needs help from other people. And the fact that Jose Trevino provided a lot of offense yesterday, including the game-winning hit, another RBI single, and then a home run was crazy.
Are we starting Trevino or what?
I think unequivocally he's 70 to 75% of the playing time. What would you say?
Yeah.
You don't want to wear him down.
No, of course not. Tonight, starting?
Should be.
Right?
I mean, we'll see. But, I just think what he does defensively and the fact that maybe, who knows, maybe he hasn't had enough at bats consistently that he could be a clutch hitter. I'm not saying, he's going to be an all-star, but could he possibly be a 260, 270 guy that hits 15 home runs? Maybe.
No, yeah, I think it's definitely worth to dive into Trevino and to give him those at-bats and just to give him a shot. I mean, what do you have to lose at this point? Especially at the catching position, I feel like nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. So overall, last night, 7-6, goes 11 innings and, was just everybody was pumped up. And especially after, he had some disappointment, especially surprisingly enough, Michael King.
I know.
Giving up a 3-run homer to Rugi, of all people. Who seems like even though his numbers against us aren't good, he had a big double, I think the first or second series of the season. And then, he hits that 3-run home run last night to give the Orioles a late lead. But Glaber hit another home run. He had homered earlier in the game. So that's a welcome sign, too. Glaber seems like he's kind of really getting going here.
Yeah, dude. And I feel like, throughout the season so far, you've been kind of iffy about him.
Yeah, but now.
Now you're locked in?
The last month. I mean, I'm
dude.
curious. I'm going to just look it up real quick. But I think over the last month, he's performed pretty well and just big spots a lot, too. I know these were kind of earlier in the game, but you needed that home run in the 8th inning there to get one back before, obviously tying it up, later in the 7th there. But, I mean, I thought those were big. And then I like to see, I was so ready for this. Andujar, first inning or first at bat, literally couldn't have hit it any further without it going over the wall.
I know.
And the ball literally ran the track. He took some good swings. I'm excited about him. Like me and my friend were talking about it. Like, tell me I'm wrong here. I feel like it's like, you can't make a judgment over the last couple of years. I know he hasn't been healthy, but when he has been, they haven't given him a lot of at-bats. They keep shuffling him up and down to Scranton. I mean, you got to give him a month or two worth of at-bats consistently to see something, to see what you're actually going to have.
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty tough when you look at him. I mean, the only thing I could think of is to give him the more chances because, like you were saying, he was getting shuffled around a lot. And I mean, what type of momentum are you really going to gain from being moved around so much? And facing different, levels of pitchers and everything like that. But yeah, dude, I think I would have high hopes for him as well. And like you were saying, like you can't really be relying on Judge and Stanton this entire season.
Well, especially Stanton leaves the game late with a calf, tightness.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
MRI today, but I can't
MRI,
feel,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
yeah. I
dude.
can't feel that comfortable just because he's had this injury before and it's
Right.
kept him out a while. But I know they've been doing some different stuff in terms of PT and like preparing him. And it's funny, me and my friend couldn't believe it because he was the first guy out there stretching before the game, too.
Of course, dude.
On top of it. So then that happens. So fingers crossed. And I think if it's anything where, we should give him some rest, then you know what? I'll be annoyed. But if he has to go 10-day IL and then just come off as soon as he's eligible, I'm okay with it. Because actually, that would give Andor the starting DH job while he's out.
Right. No, yeah, especially I feel like, if they feel like it's possibly serious enough to get an MRI, I feel like he's going to be on the IL regardless,
Yeah.
So,
so I guess we'll see. And back to Glaber. So over the last month, 6 homers, 18 RBI. So, that's pretty good production for him,
dude.
After really struggling a lot, the past couple of seasons. IKF had that big hit before they walked it off, to tie the game. He had 2 hits yesterday, so that was welcomed. And then, Trevino, the star of the show, 3 out of 4. And that it would have been a double, but obviously the run scored first, down the line there to walk it off. And it's just like, I know I've said it so many times, but this is another example, a game, you might lose last year or even this year if Gary is your catcher. Because would have Gary have gotten that hit in that situation?
Absolutely not, dude.
So the value of contact, I know I've said it too many times. So I just feel like we're seeing that time in and time out. It's really working out for them.
What was the stadium like, Barnes? Come on.
Honestly, so food. So we went to Billy's before.
Okay.
And got a cheesesteak. It was pretty good. The only thing that I was just tight about, like the meat was good and everything, bread was good, but they went American yellow cheese, and that's literally my least favorite cheese of all time. Maybe I should have said something. I just assume, you put cheddar, you put provolone, like you don't put American yellow cheese. Literally might be the most disgusting cheese I've ever tasted.
Really?
Like not that sandwich, but just that cheese.
That type of cheese.
Yeah.
Interesting, dude.
You don't like it, dude?
I enjoy American cheese. I prefer white American.
Yeah,
I think white American's a little creamy.
You actually like yellow though?
Yeah.
Ugh.
What's wrong with yellow American
Michael,
cheese? I don't understand.
I need your take here.
Talk to me.
Yellow American cheese, absolutely disgusting or no?
I'll tell you the last time I had yellow American cheese, Barnes. Kindergarten.
So maybe that answers that question. Renee, anything? Yellow American cheese, gross, right?
Just go to cheddar.
You'd rather have cheddar.
No, cheddar's different though, especially when you're
cheddar
trying to.
It's so much better.
Then have white American cheese.
Yeah.
I don't like cheddar.
What do you like?
No, white American.
Yeah, white American is
White American
really
is
good.
better for sure. But I don't know. I feel like cheddar cheese, especially when you put it on like a hamburger or a cheesesteak, when you try to melt it, it doesn't melt very well.
Colby Jack.
Oh yeah,
Colby Jack is fire.
Jack
Or
cheese is so
marble,
good.
they call it.
Yeah.
That's
I like
amazing.
Swiss cheese. You like Swiss cheese?
I could do it. Yeah.
Provolone's also
So-
good. Love the provolone.
Boys, we have some fans in the crowd here, and I don't know if they're on our Instagram, but why not show them what last night was like with Barnes?
All right, let's see.
Oh, let's go, dude. Here we go.
It's Brian from the Sports Report. We're going to our first Yankee game of the season. We're documenting it every step of the way. Going to head over to the train station in a little bit. I'll keep you guys posted, but let's go Yanks.
So tell us about this location.
Okay, so Stan's. So basically, the two big, bars outside the stadium are Stan's and Billy's. And Billy's tries to be more of a club atmosphere. Have you been to Billy's?
Never.
Okay, so it's huge, 2 levels. Upstairs, there's actually a terrace, so it's outdoors, which is nice. Everyone was up there. But then down below, it's this huge area. It's like, it reminds you of like those like Miami clubs where the stairs go up and then you can be standing up top and seeing everything down low.
Cool.
So just massive bar. So people go there, but kind of more of a fancier type of vibe. Stan's. It's funny because I always like Billy's the best, but Stan's, and actually Matt's favorite place is Stan's as well. Small, right on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody goes there. They're only open during the Yankee games. It's just that neighborhood vibe, and like it's
Only
just,
open during
Look
the
at Barnes.
games?
He's like it's like he's
Really?
there right now.
What do
Yeah.
they do in the off season?
They just chill with all the money they made.
Yeah, probably.
Really?
But I think too, it's like even if they're on the road, they're still open. So people
Okay.
can watch the games there, and it's just because
alright.
so many people go there before the
Right.
game. It's like that works out.
That's
you
pretty
know?
dope.
But yeah,
Let's continue.
yeah. The neighborhood places are the best though. But yeah, continue on.
I see Stanton stretching.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that spot he got.
It's a nice spot.
Who's what do we got going on here?
I actually.
What was just pit?
That's a random person.
No way.
Fuck up.
I
You're
swear
kidding.
to God.
This is
dude.
your. I thought this was your boy.
No, that's a random person.
Wow.
So what just happened though in that inning?
No. So because that was from the other game. That's why.
That's just 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
3 weeks.
What's up, guys?
Oh, here we
Ryan
go.
here from the Sports.
Sorry.
Report. About to head down to
Wow.
the Bronx. Yankees, Orioles, pumped up for the game
You gotta find out
tonight.
who that guy
We'll
is.
talk to you guys soon.
No. Still great to see that.
Right off of the walk off.
This isn't City Field. Everyone stays around to the end of the game.
Oh, they're leaving.
Yankees win 7-6. Trevino the hero. 2-0 this year. Let's go.
Awesome, bro.
Oh, it's me.
That's great. I love that.
So I got a little gripe here, Barnes.
Yeah, here we go.
City Field?
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Because they really don't leave extra innings, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't have that many people in the stands.
But anyway, so don't get me started about Yankee fans. Okay, did you see the guy who stole the ball from the kid?
Yeah, I did see that.
Aaron Judge went up to the kid from the outfield, putting a ball in the kid's glove. This guy sneaks in, puts his hand under the ball in the glove, takes it, walks away.
And the funny thing is, that I know me and Michael haven't even talked about this, but you could just see it on his face. He knows that whole situation was rigged. They purposely did that so he could meet Judge, and he knows it. I could just tell by his face.
Oh,
100%.
instantly.
Oh,
Yeah.
my asshole.
Yeah, it's his uncle.
Why would he not want to
No,
do that?
It's
Why
his
would he not
uncle.
wanna
Now
do
who's
that?
in the dugout?
Yeah.
Not want to do what? Meet Judge?
Yeah, because
What are you
clearly he knows Judge is a good guy. So if it
Yeah.
looks like, the adult stole, the kid could have had his moment. What a better way to meet Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. He'll do it.
That's his
So
cousin. That's his cousin.
saying that the man who stole the ball
Yes, it's
away
related to the
was
boy.
thinking in his head.
No, it's related to the boy. He's
and he
related.
No, he
the ball
wasn't
after the
related to the
kid.
ball.
Some way.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
I'm going to steal this ball from the kid so that he can eventually meet Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And
That
this
is
has
so
not-
like Yankee fan delusions.
No,
dude.
I
Yes.
could just tell. I could just tell.
No, you can't just tell.
And this is a little unrelated, but last night,
Of course it is.
I blew it. Let's just say this. So I think it was Hayes. Yeah, Hayes was in the outfield, throws the ball up to my section. I got my thumb on it, like jumped up, but just couldn't
grab
if
it.
I was up one step, I would have
Yeah.
snagged it. You would just toss
So
it.
hit your
in his
thumb
hand.
hit the ground. Some
It
guy
didn't even hit
grabbed
the
it.
ground. I think someone just because he threw it in like pretty hard. I think these guys don't realize when they throw the ball, like they
Yeah.
actually kind of hum it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like not everybody's ready to
Yeah.
just catch it, but almost had one.
So now by your mindset, you should have been in the dugout after that game, hanging out with the team.
But see, it's different. You know what I mean, Tony? You don't look at things realistically. Obviously, he's not gonna feel bad for me, but a little kid, he's gonna. And like I said, I mean, it just you gotta know these things.
See, I think that's bullshit, by the way. The whole you catch a home run ball, but some kid is there, you have to give it to him. That is horseshit. I've never caught a home run ball. And if I catch one, why am I giving it
but
up?
not everybody's Aaron Judge. No, I'm saying
No,
that.
I'm saying in
okay.
general here. Get off the Aaron Judge thing for a second. I'm just saying in general.
Honestly, it depends what type of home run it is. If it's a game-winning home run in the playoffs, of course you're not giving it up. But if it's just like a home run in the fourth inning, and there's this like little kid who might even be at his first game, you're telling me, and he would like literally drops the ball and
Right.
just drops it, you're not going to give it to him?
No, I'm not, because that kid is a little kid. His entire life to go to more Yankee games, catch a ball. I've been waiting for 26 years, and now I finally catch one.
But it's the point I'm trying to make is like, so let's say it's just the person who did it is
Right.
our age or something, and then it's an older person behind us catches it. Obviously, they're not giving us the ball.
Right.
But in the little kid situation, at the minimum, it's a 50-50 call. Because people just like the little, you know what I mean?
Right.
You just, but you understand.
But if
both
it's a home
sides.
run, but I'm there, I catch it, I make the effort, that kid's going to have more chances.
But karma.
Anyway, dude, so my original gripe here was that this is your first Yankee game of the season.
Second.
Oh, this is your second.
That's
Second.
what
Oh, so
the
that,
first one.
that
Yeah,
clip
yeah.
was from the
Yes,
last one
yes,
way back
yes.
when. Okay, never mind then.
Oh, okay. Good
Okay.
enough. But
That's it.
we still got to go to a game though. Like we got to schedule one for all of us, no?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
we're waiting on the standings of the other picks.
In the Subway Series.
Yeah, but really it was supposed to be two separate. But I mean, obviously we got to get one before we're worried about two. What do we got there, Michael? Anything?
Oh, notification.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
actually, yeah, we do have to go to the game from
Yes.
from the second bet.
Yes.
We're going to a Met game.
Yeah,
That's
against the
right,
Yankees.
dude. I guess the
Yeah.
No,
oh, so
my-
it's a Subway Series.
No, because why wouldn't we just go to both Subway Series?
So then this third bet is going to be a Subway Series.
No. It's supposed to be the Subway Series is the one going on. The other one supposed to be a Mets game. So I guess but the stipulation was everyone had to go.
Correct.
Yeah. So seems like everybody's.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah. So let's go.
Well, we'll pick,
yeah,
pick a game where you like the team they're playing.
Yeah.
So
it's,
whatever, dude. D's Nut says Tony's right. I'm not giving my ball. Thank you very much.
Do we
Finally.
know who D's Nuts is?
No.
I don't think so.
Well, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
No, but I get it. But at the same time, too, it's also like I feel like it's a difference if the player tosses the ball from Warmington. Like you could give it to a little kid. I mean, it's not that cool.
Yeah.
It's just a baseball. You can buy one at the store.
But see, that's a little different too, because if he clearly sought me out, like if he looks at me like, "Yo, dude, here's the ball."
What if it's just a
and if it's just a random toss, then yes, maybe it's like a 70-30% you should be giving the ball to the kid.
And it was funny. There was
Still,
actually a
dude.
bunch of Oriole fans there because this is only Adley Rutschman's like third career game.
Oh yeah.
So like they were like shouting his name and he was cheesing, because it's like his first time there, so it's like you can't like just have like that serious.
Right. No,
on,
of course not.
He's soaking in the.
You see his first game?
Yeah.
Talk about cheese and came out like shook the umpire's
Yeah.
hand, big smile on his face, just like really soaking it in. You gotta love that.
I was hoping in like obviously they won, but I'm saying I was telling my friend I wanted to see his first like career home run.
That'd
Like,
be
that would
dope.
have been cool, but
So if you caught that ball, you throwing it back?
yeah,
Really?
no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but then that's. So do you like?
You
Let's say
have
you.
to. He
caught-
wants
I
the
wanna hear
ball.
it. So what would you do? Okay, you catch it.
Okay.
Adley's or whoever, someone from the
Right.
team comes up with you. How would you like go through that process? Like it's his first career home run. Like, are you just like, yep, I need a couple box seats
Yeah.
for a few games this season in Baltimore. I'd like to be flown out there. I want
Right.
dinner accommodations. Like, would you talk like that or no?
That's a tough one. I mean, I would kind of. I would like. I don't know. I would give the ball up, but like thinking, like expecting, like all right, like
But you wouldn't like say, listen, I'm going to give you the ball, but first I need you to agree to these things. Like you wouldn't go that. No,
and I'm talking to the outfielder here. Like, what am
not
I?
the outfielder. Usually they would have someone.
Oh, like some guy from the team come to me.
Yeah, and then they'll like go back. Like it's usually a negotiation.
Right. Yeah. I
process.
would say, what are you gonna give me for it? What are you giving me?
But if
for
they
it?
offered you like just seats to a game or a box seats for one game, like, and then but just one game, and they said, oh, we'll take care of your accommodations and stuff. Like, but you had to go to Baltimore. Like, would you accept that or no? Or would you just want Adley's autograph on a couple of things since that could be worth some money
Right.
down the road.
Is the flight included to Baltimore?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then I would want an autograph bat.
autograph bat, box at one game,
Yeah,
flight and hotel.
Dinner,
Dinner, too?
dude. I don't need dinner. Okay,
Wow, that's
I mean,
first.
well, I'm saying you don't need to pay for my
Okay,
dinner.
okay,
I'll
okay.
pay for the dinner. That's
Right.
I'd be more than happy with the signed bat, the flight over, the box seats. Fuck yeah, dude.
Because I think some people are a little too lenient. Like, okay, like we'll give it back and just say, oh, they'll be good. But it's like
Yeah.
they might just, like I said, just like give you a couple signed baseballs or
Yeah,
something. It's
no, yeah,
gonna
that's not
be-
enough. A couple signed baseballs, no way, dude.
So just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, people are pretty lenient, like with Brady's last touchdown
No,
ball.
then they got the money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, I mean, right? I guess.
Yeah, and then after all that, it's not worth anything.
Dude,
now,
it's funny
so.
enough. It was you though. Dude, it's just like the deal's a deal.
Yeah, right. You shook my hand. Did you not shake my hand? You shook my hand.
But yeah, just wrapping up, this game here. I mean, overall, you got to be happy that they battled back and got contributions from other guys. I mean, Hicks had an awful game and it could have scored the game-winning run on the ground. I don't know if you saw that. I think it was in the 10th and got gunned down at the plate. But just struck out in big spots. Really just looking lost out there. So it's just going to be a question of, when Gallo comes back and if Stanton's healthy, do they have Judge play center? Because Hicks just doesn't seem like he has it anymore.
So what, you would throw Stanton, Gallo, Judge,
and Andor.
Oh, and Andor,
between DH
right.
and because I just feel like Andor's upside is so much higher.
Yeah, at this point, he's worth way more than Hicks is.
Yeah,
way more.
It'll be interesting. Montgomery 6 strong. That's kind of what you expect out of him. 2 earned, 5 Ks. Bullpen did the job other than Michael King. Law of averages.
It was bound to happen.
His last couple of times, but just that it was
legend.
Roogie. That was just tough, but got the win.
Well, good for him.
Good news about LeMahieu. Nothing came up on the MRI, so they're expecting him back in the lineup in a day or two.
Right.
But we'll wait to hear about Stanton. But it would just be nice if they said, we'll give him off today and tomorrow, get him back over the weekend. Fine. You know what I mean? Just be careful, But I think because they showed the footage of his last swing. I think if it was something that bad, it would have crumbled to the ground. It's not right. It's not going to be calf strain, 6 to 8 weeks.
No, yeah, I don't think so. Like you said, he walked off the field, discomfort. I think MRI, although is a little troublesome, I feel or worrisome, I should say. I think ultimately it's precautionary.
Yeah, fingers crossed there. So. We'll get to tonight's game in a sec, Tony. But a lot to unravel about the Mets last night, huh? Tough one in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I would say so. Pretty freaking crazy game, dude. Mets ended up losing this in extra innings, 12-13. I want to say the most runs the Mets have scored this season so far.
No, they had 13 the other day.
The night before.
13-3. Oh, never mind then.
Wow, some fan.
Well, it was a busy weekend.
What was their ERA when they were pitching to Jack Peterson?
Oh my God, dude! In case you didn't know, Jack Peterson had 3 home runs last night, 8 RBIs, 6 RBIs.
I think it might have been 6.
6 RBIs. Yeah. He was on fire last night. All the Giants, I feel were pretty much hitting up on Bassett almost immediately. Literally from that first inning, they scored 1 in the first, 2 in the third. He lasted 4 and a third innings, giving up 8 hits, 8 earned runs, 3 walks, only 4 Ks, giving up 3 home runs as well.
Concerning?
A little bit, I feel, especially with obviously DeGrom's gonna be out for a while. The injuries we've had in our rotation, Bassett's going to be looked upon as being one of our nice go-to pitchers in our rotation. And his last few outings, he just doesn't really have good stuff, it seems. And on top of that, Logan Webb was looking pretty nice last night. He's a really good pitcher, dude.
Yeah, last year his numbers were unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I was mentioning it, you weren't here, yesterday, but this year he's had a couple starts where he blew up, and that's kind of made his ERA go up. But he still seems like he's a dominant pitcher that can win a Cy Young.
He has like a lot of. I feel like he just works the bottom of the strike zone a lot. Dude.
Yeah.
And because of that, if anything he's kind of hitting is turns into ground balls. So
they say keep the ball down.
Yeah. And that works really well for him. He went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks. I would say like what Barnes was saying for a couple of the starts he's had this season is definitely good for him. Like fourth year in the league, 3rd year?
I think 3rd year. Yeah.
3rd year. Yeah, dude, he was looking really good. And I guess just to kind of fast forward to the extra innings here, which is a game I think we definitely could have won. Because Diaz kind of blew it a little bit. He didn't give up any home runs, right? But he gave up the last 2 earned runs to kind of tie up the game for the Giants and then eventually win it. But who had that? Did Peterson have that last hit? He's the one who came in.
I think he's the one who
came in.
Yeah.
I feel like Connor was playing left field, and it was a base hit to left field. Peterson rounded third, ran home, and I feel like if Connor had a better arm, he could have thrown him out, dude.
But I also feel like I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's like the runners just because the adrenaline run faster. I feel like anytime there's a single to the left, the guys run, it's like they never get thrown out.
I know, but it was like shallow left too. And Connor played it well. He ran up on it, scooped it up,
But I think he might have played it well, but normally I think they rush the throw too, and that's why it's usually off the line. I think that's a lot of times they bank on the ball might beat the runner, but if it's offline, he's going to score.
But it's not even but it wasn't like the throw was necessarily offline.
Was it weak?
It was weak.
Yeah.
He bounced it.
Yeah.
And he just he really didn't give Nito a chance to kind of make the play on it. And he was there, dude. I mean, I don't know. I thought a pretty poor play on his part that ultimately cost the Mets the game. Of course, you could argue, lots of other things, obviously if they weren't necessarily in that position to begin with. The Mets were 7 for 18 with runners in scoring position last night. They left 8 men on base. And especially when they battle back, scoring 7 runs in the 8th. You kind of thought, oh, maybe they could kind of pull this one out. But they give up 2 in the 9th. I mean, it was really tough, honestly, to watch. Who was the pitcher? Rogers, I think, for the Giants, who was getting banged up in the 7th, and it just seemed like literally every bat hit after hit. Sac fly RBIs, RBI singles. Everyone that 7th inning was huge. I mean, you saw Escobar go 4 for 5. Marte went 3 for 6. Lindor went 2 for 4, but he had 6 RBIs last night. And Pearson did at 8. I'm looking at it right now.
Wow.
Pearson went 4 for 6. Oh my God, dude! Scored 3 times, 8 RBIs. I mean, that's a crazy line for him. And I feel like otherwise, Pearson, this season.
Yeah,
he's been decent, but I mean,
he's had some games. I mean, because right now, I mean, that gives him 10. But
but
he didn't start playing, all the time to begin the year.
Right.
He's had big games.
Yeah. I guess he has a couple big games, but
multi-home run game another time.
I don't know, dude. But it was definitely a tough loss for the Mets. But I mean. But hey, dude, I mean, you scored 12 up on the Giants. You played them pretty well, other games. It's just a tough loss, dude. I mean, if Diaz just strikes him out, obviously it's game over. So.
And I mean, do you think, though, that the Giants offense, is this sustainable? I mean, because Tommy La Stella missed, the start of this season. He's just come back. He's hit well. You have Jastrzemski. You have Peterson. You have Crawford. Bart hasn't done anything offensively yet. I mean, do you think that's enough, or do you think they still really should kind of get someone to play that Chris Bryant role, from last season?
I think they could use it. I feel like Peterson's effort isn't going to be sustainable. We've seen his play with the Dodgers and with the Braves as well. I feel like he's kind of streaky.
Well, and I just feel like every time I was actually talking about this with my friend yesterday because we were doing a home run derby, actually, and ironically enough, I was Peterson in it, and we were just saying how he'll hit a lot of home runs, but yet he'll never hit as many as you would think he should. He seems like a guy who by now should have at least one season of 40 home runs.
Yeah,
he hasn't done that, and his average is going to be like 200.
Mm-hmm.
He's almost like Joey Gallo on steroids, except he could actually hit.
Right.
And maybe hit for a little higher average as well.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just looking at his stats right here.
I mean, what do you have? One season of 34 home runs or something?
2019, he had 36 home runs. Year before that, he had 25. This is on the Dodgers as well. 15, 16, he had 26 and 25 respectively. So, I mean, yeah, dude, I feel like 2020 was, I guess, the COVID season.
Right.
7 home runs there.
That's not really that good.
Yeah, even so, for 43 games played, only 7 home runs, not really that great. Same thing with Atlanta. He had 7 home runs. I didn't realize he was on Chicago for a little bit.
Yeah,
the Cubs.
Yep. And then they traded them to Atlanta.
Yeah, and even the batting average. I mean, if you look at it, I mean that 36 home run season, he was 249, 248 the year before.
Yeah, and it's like he's one of their better hitters, and I guess actually Brandon Belt is on the IL as well.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, I just think it's obviously they've done pretty well offensively this year,
Right.
but it's going to be a big question mark of what it's going to look like at the end of the year. For
I mean, I think this game was a good I guess indication of what they could be like, but I think sustainability, like you were saying, is going to be a big question mark for them, and it is kind of tough coming off they were 102 games,
or even more potentially. I know. They really got a raw deal there in the playoffs.
Oh my God, yeah, it was brutal getting knocked out by the Dodgers, but nonetheless, dude. And I think the Mets, will be able to move on from this. I mean, and I guess just like for the Giants, I think it's a good indication for the Mets how well they can hit as well, especially to rally in that 8th inning. I mean, talk about backs against the wall, got to get runs in, and they did. They had a huge 8th inning, which was great. They just unfortunately Diaz, it was one of those games just couldn't close it.
Can you pronounce their starting pitcher's name today?
I can give it a shot, Barnes.
26 years old.
I believe it's
Tom's River.
Zapucki.
Thomas Zapucki.
Yeah.
Getting the start. Okay, so he pitched last season.
Yeah.
And gave up 6 runs in 3 2/3 innings in a 22 loss to the Braves. Was that on Sunday Night Baseball or something?
I believe it was, dude.
Yeah, I feel like that just stands out to me for some reason. Any concern there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would think. I mean, listen, it's been a year since he's pitched, or almost, whatever.
Yeah.
I would think, they kind of, brought him up with some type of confidence in him and his ability. They didn't bring him up for no reason. Of course, there's probably not many guys they can bring up at this point. But I mean, you gotta be a little worried, dude. But
Jacob Junis, I mean, I know his numbers are good, but I don't think I think they have a chance to score. But I know this. Very high risk in that go away final game of a series in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Always kind of finicky.
Yeah, definitely a little finicky. I will say though, I mean, yesterday we used, Drew Smith, Ottavino, Jolie,
Diaz
as well. So, we do have, Lugo, Shreve to back him up, which is nice to know that we have some of our better bullpen guys, or at least more consistent bullpen guys to kind of back him up. And who knows? I mean, maybe this is going to be, a pretty surprisingly good outing for him, and he start making a little bit of a name for himself, and maybe he'll even have a spot in the rotation right now with some injuries we have. So
yeah. I mean, the opportunity is there.
I would say he's got to be pretty dialed in right now because he knows this is going to be a good chance for him to kind of prove himself. So let's get 5 2/3 innings out of him.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in a second. So just to give everyone an update here in terms of our picks,
it's been a while. I feel
yeah, since Friday. So I just updated them. So I'm now 20-12, and you sit at 16-16. So we got till I think it's the 11th. I want to say
it was the 8th.
Well, the 8th was the first one, and then that was the Sunday. So it's the 9th. It's the 9th.
Okay, it's 9th.
Yeah, got that in stone.
Yeah.
Everyone heard it.
9th.
So yeah. What do we got? What do you think? Three today? Or
let's see. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 games.
Yeah. So we'll go 3. Right?
Yeah, we'll go 3.
Every time I hear that, I think it's someone messaging like a comment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be dope if that was.
Yeah.
But regardless, so my first pick, probably stay away from the Mets, honestly, just in case, dude. You never know.
Wow.
I know, dude.
Showing strength, Tony.
Hey, listen, dude. You can't be, you can't be a fan when it comes to these picks. Okay, you go with your gut here. I guess give me the White Sox tonight. Lucas Giolito on the mound against Rich Hill.
Your guy,
Brian. I know he's my guy.
The new Boston Bruins for you.
I'm going with the White Sox. I'm going against the Red Sox.
But he could still be your guy.
He could still be my guy. I mean, I still, I got a little warm spot for him, I suppose. But he's a 3.9 ERA. Over 30 innings pitched, he's given up 30 hits, 3 home runs. And Lucas Giolito, I feel like, has kind of gotten banged up a few times this season.
He was out with COVID.
He was out with COVID a little bit, yeah. So I think maybe that played a little bit of a role in terms of his, ability to pitch. So I would think, against a Red Sox team here tonight, and with the talent, and the angry Tim Anderson on the White Sox, I would for them to get the dub here tonight. A little bit, I guess, of maybe some, imagine some, big home runs here. Close game. White Sox maybe take it. I'll call it 7-5, dude.
Yeah. Red Sox have actually been playing a little better recently.
Yeah, their offense has been pretty good.
Yeah. But which I feel like they always seem to catch fire at Fenway just because of the way that park is. You hit get a good.
And they actually just beat the White Sox yesterday. Like they scored like 16 runs.
No, that's it. Yeah,
so,
I saw that box score.
So we'll see. Then they swept to Seattle.
Yeah,
torched them.
Yeah.
But law of averages, dude. I feel like it's bound to go the White Sox way tonight.
Yeah, and I think law of averages. The Yankees, after some tight games, to start against the Orioles here, due to really kind of shellac them, and they are taking a risk here going with JP Sears. He hasn't pitched much this year, but has pitched well in the minors. He's opposed by Tyler Wells, a guy that the Yankees hitters are familiar with, and of course, I guess LeMahieu's probably not going to be in the lineup, and most likely not Stanton either. I haven't heard anything in terms of if Donaldson is back from the COVID list and his suspension or not. So even though they will be down a couple of guys, I think it creates an opportunity, like I was mentioning before, for Andujar to possibly do something. It'll be interesting to see if Trevino gets another start as well. Marwin Gonzalez has to play a bunch now with these injuries, and he's due to get going. Judge didn't do anything yesterday. Almost narrowly had another walk-off home run, but it ended up being a sac fly to right. Everyone got riled for that one. So I think maybe he'll hit a home run here, but I think they're going to get a lot of offense. Maybe Hicks actually, gets his head out of his derriere for once. So give me the Yankees here, 8-3. I think, just 5 for Sears, 1 earned, 7 strikeouts. Bullpen gets the job done. How about Clay Holmes? 22 scoreless innings, Tony.
Very impressive, Barnes.
Watching it live, I like it's almost like Eric Gagne back in 2002. I swear to God. I mean, it's like I don't know how you hit it.
You think it's sustainable here?
100%, because it's just a sinker that is crisp and located well. How do you hit it?
I guess you can't, dude.
How do you lift it? It's like they have to wait for the slider, but his slider is sharp. It has a lot of break to it. So I don't know. I think I think by the end of the year, he's going to be looked at the same way as Josh Hader. He's that dominant. Really? I mean, it's like if you're hitting the ball into the ground, you're not making contact. And he can throw the sinker up. Usually, you throw a sinker up. Usually, it doesn't have as much sink. They hit it. They can't.
No, he does. He has phenomenal confidence in his sinker. It's kind of ridiculous. But we'll see. I mean, again, he's down. He's bound.
He's definitely making the All-Star team. There's no question, dude, about that. You think Chapman ever gets another save for the Yankees again?
Ever again?
Well, I mean, he's a free agent after the year. He's on the injured list right now.
I would say he
is
does.
Pitching so well.
Yeah, I would say
it's so annoying that they're going to fight so hard to get him back in that closer role. That's coming.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
But I guess time will tell. But yeah, that's my pick there. Yankees. I'm going to say Judge with 2 home runs. Andujar 3 for 5 at the dish. 2 doubles.
Wow.
3 RBIs.
All right, let's go for my next game. I'm going to go to Seattle. Robbie Ray is pitching against Paul Blackburn for the Oakland A's. And I'm going to go with a little bit of an underdog spot here. Seattle's at -175. I'm going with the A's tonight. Paul Blackburn has been pitching really well. He's 4-0 in the season, 1.91 ERA, 34 Ks over 42 and a third innings pitched. And Robbie Ray, not having a phenomenal season.
I was just going to mention, who would have thought going from Toronto, AL East, Cy Young, then he goes to Seattle, Pitchers Park, he would pitch worse?
I know.
No media attention.
It's pretty crazy. He's a 4.77 ERA. Still has a pretty high strikeout rate. It's 58 Ks over 54 and 2/3 innings. But his last outing, I forget who was against, but he went 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, which seems to be his standard so far this season. Which is a shame because, like you were saying, like Cy Young candidate pretty much. So I think it's going to be, I don't know. I know Oakland hasn't had like really good hitters this season. Sheldon Noose seems to be leading the team in like almost every statistic. But Jed Lowry has been 11 for 34 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs over his past 10 games. So, heating up a little bit. And I would think with Robbie Ray on the mound, giving up a few home runs here and there. I would say give me the Oakland A's tonight. They're going to win 4-1.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, Blackburn's pitched well.
Really well.
I'm going to go to the Bay Area, go with the Giants here. I just, throwing out a guy who hasn't, I just think they're going to go to the bullpen early. And after last night, I mean, I think that's going to be tough. How are you going to get all these outs,
Yeah, no, it is tough.
And like I said, the getaway game. I don't think this is going to be a good one for the Mets. I think it's Giants 7-2, Junis 6 1/3, 10 strikeouts, 2 earned, and then Darren Ruff with 2 home runs for the Giants.
We'll see, dude. Maybe eating those words tomorrow.
You're so tight that I did that.
I was actually really hoping you would take the Giants, dude. Anyway, for my last game, right, the third game.
Yep.
4:05 start here in Washington. The Nationals are playing the Dodgers. I think I've been pretty good with picking against the Nationals so far this season. And Julio Urias on the mound for the Dodgers pitched pretty well. 2.63 ERA, 31 Ks over 41 innings. And Eric Fetty for the Nationals. We've talked about their pitching before. I think a few times, just not quite good. I'm looking at his walks right here. 21 walks over 39 and 2/3 innings.
Pitching is so bad. Think about how good it used to be.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, good grief.
Yeah, Annabelle Sanchez throwing no hitters.
Yeah. And clearly this guy, Fetty, doesn't have much control. I would imagine Freeman, even Turner, Mookie Betts, jumping all over this guy. Dodgers, have won 4 of the last 5. They beat Washington twice already, pretty decisively. First game 10-1, second game 9-4. I really can't see it being much different than those last 2 games. So give me the Dodgers. I'm going to say 11-3.
Decisive.
Yes.
I am going to go to the Battle of the Sunshine State. St. Pete, Rays hosting the Marlins. Drew Rasmussen versus Poteet, on Miami. And I just think Rays at home, good pitching, maybe get a Wander Franco granny, 6-1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Big slate today. This love baseball season, Tony. I mean, there's no 2 ways about it.
You could literally watch baseball all day today.
Yeah. And then you could watch hockey at night.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
In they come. Edmonds, what a save by Vasilevsky. Are you kidding me?
McAvoy, Frederick, did you get the license plate number on that truck? McDavid, beautiful move.
You just knew that Connor McDavid was going to make a statement. What a goal.
All right, Tony. So quite the night in the National Hockey League last night, as we had 2 Game 4s, the first one in the form of the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden. And this was a game, and, we talked about it yesterday, just in terms of, it's a 2-1 series. You got one more game at home before you have to go back to Carolina. You just had to win, had to make a statement. And I was saying, you couldn't do the comparison to the last series, which they came back. Obviously,
Right.
Carolina, the better team over Pittsburgh. So I just thought it was so important to come out early, make a statement, and that's what the Rangers did in terms of 2 goals in the first period in a 4-1 victory. I mean, I just think it was just well executed from start to finish.
Yeah. They played a phenomenal game last night, dude. Very, very honestly, delighting, I would say. Especially, you're at the Garden, the second game in a row. You're trying to get that win at home. And it seems to me that the Rangers, maybe something clicked in their heads, because what they weren't doing in the first 2 games, which was, winning those little battles against the boards, not having a strong forecheck, not creating opportunities for themselves in the offensive zone with puck control. You're seeing them do all those things. You see them when they dump the puck in, there's someone there to follow that puck,
They're not winging,
lay the wood, and get possession and keep possession.
Yeah.
And that creates those opportunities for them, which is great. And of course, there's always room for improvement in terms of challenging Antti Raanta a little bit more. They only had 28 shots on net last night. I'd like to see that in the mid to high 30s, honestly. But regardless, I mean, you can't complain. An all-around effort. Andrew Kopp had a goal, 2 assists. Vetrano and Fox, a goal and assist apiece. Zibanejad had that goal as well. You saw 2 assists from Lindgren. You love to see that from him because he's been working his ass off. I feel like this series and later in the Penguins series as well. And it's just phenomenal to see just this team kind of jive really well. And they I'm looking to see how many power plays. They were 0 for 2 in the power play, the Hurricanes. I believe they're 0 for 6 now in the series on their power play. Which, I mean, you think of the Hurricanes and their offense, they were, relishing the opportunity to be on the power play, and now they have absolutely nothing. The Rangers are having some phenomenal penalty kills, not only from last night, but throughout this series. I mean, to hold them 0 for 6 on their own power play, it's incredible, dude. They're blocking shots, they're closing in those shooting lanes, and then on top of that, any shot that gets by the Rangers defense, I mean, you have Shesterkin completely on it. And Shesterkin's been, I feel like, on fire this series. I want to say they've held Carolina like 5 goals maybe this series, something like that, right?
Last game the shutout or no?
Yeah. The first game, they lost 3-2,
and then 1-0.
1-0, and then they held them to, I guess, a goal apiece these past 2 games, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, that's awesome. Like their
Right.
defense is playing really well. Shesterkin is the anchor of that defense. He's making some phenomenal saves, flashing his glove, kicking out that leg pad, just closing down any type of opening in that net. You even saw him be aggressive too. I think it was 2 games ago. I think it was Teravainen who kind of had a somewhat of a breakaway, at least what looked like to be a breakaway. And you saw Shesterkin come out aggressive, slide right into him, block the shot. I mean, that's like old school goalie hockey right there, to come out like that. That's crazy, dude. Shesterkin is totally on it. It's going to be really tough for Carolina to kind of come back into their own den and even have any type of offense to score more than 1 or 2 goals, which is great because it seems like the Rangers are now having those scoring opportunities. And also for the past 2 games, there's been quite the tussle after the final horn in the third period. I don't know if you've noticed. Gallant, after the first game at the Garden, was absolutely pissed off. But actually, Brady Shea, former Ranger, for a cheap shot I think he had on Lafreniere at the final horn, and then last night again, dude. There's fights as the game is over, and I think that the Rangers are really in Carolina's head.
Yeah,
and I think that's a recipe for an absolute disaster when they continue their shutdown defense. I think the Hurricanes are going to crumble for the rest of the series. I don't think they're going to win another game.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that too. It just seems like it's set up, because I know you can't. 4 games in a row, but if you just look at it individually, series is tied. Going on the road, you win that game. How do you lose? How could you even? You can't imagine them losing Game 6 at the Garden.
No way.
With a chance to go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
No,
I mean, it's just
shot. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, they're just too hot right now. Winning 5 out of 7, 5 out of their last 7 playoff games after dropping 3 out of the first 4.
Yeah, And it's unbelievable. I mean, you just said win 4 games. I mean, they already won 2. You're halfway there. You have all the momentum in the world right now. Going back to Raleigh, Carolina, if it is pronounced Raleigh.
No, I think they were making.
Yeah. Rothenberg was talking about it this morning. It's not Raleigh.
No, it's
Riley.
This is actually bothering me.
I don't know, Rothenberg was talking about it. I thought it was Raleigh, like the baseball company.
Raleigh.
Let's say it weird. Carolina. Who the hell cares? Regardless, dude, and it's gonna be. I think this game 5 is gonna be, obviously a big game for the Rangers. But if they win this game, it's gonna be a guaranteed win back at the Garden. Especially because I believe Carolina is undefeated at home in the postseason so far.
Okay.
They have not lost at home.
Yeah. You are right. Yep.
So I mean, this is going to be law of averages, and all the signs point to a win here for the Rangers just in momentum alone.
Right. Right.
It's unbelievable how well they've been playing. Again, room for improvement, which I think they're going to be an even better team. Come tomorrow night, it's going to make for some phenomenal hockey. I really can't wait.
Yeah, and we saw last series, Game 5 was the whole series in terms of they just needed to win that, and then they were smooth sailing.
Yeah,
could see something very similar, follow suit here. Now I know, and I'm jumping ahead here, but do you feel that because like that Lightning series is already over, with Florida, which was crazy, we didn't even get to talk about that, but how they got swept was
crazy,
embarrassing. Dude. But just the fact that they have so much time off, or do you think it's not as much of an advantage as you think, just from a crispness standpoint in terms of their off for so long? The Rangers are playing, they're in their groove. You know what I mean? It's not an extended break right before a big series.
Yeah, you could kind of look at the Avalanche Blues series right now too about that, because obviously the Avalanche swept Nashville pretty easily,
right.
May I add. And at first you're thinking maybe they would have trouble with. I think the Blues took Game 1. But right now they lead the series 3-1. So I would think, if anything, it takes Tampa Bay a game, maybe.
Right.
Which could mean the series, obviously. But just like the Avalanche, I think that they're a quick team. They're absolutely, a great team, the Lightning. They're a veteran team in the playoffs as well. I don't really think this extra time off is going to make that much of a difference.
And, it's their 3rd straight Eastern Conference final, and going for obviously their 3rd straight Stanley Cup final. So, wow. Jinx.
Yeah,
But you know what just gives me confidence moving forward, just before we get to the Oilers real quick, with this Rangers team is, great teams, championship teams, they have that uncanny ability to battle back.
Yeah.
And we've already seen this twice already. This is only the second round of the postseason.
Yeah.
Down 3-1, down 2-0. It does not matter. And that's just such a relieving feeling, because you saw, like, for instance, Florida in the series with Tampa, down 2-0, going to Tampa, done, crumbled.
I don't know if you heard, but the Panthers were seen out partying at a club in Tampa, 3 a.m. the day after Game 3, I think. Or the night after, like after Game 3.
Oh, okay.
They were out till 3 a.m. partying.
Yeah. And you got to feel bad for one guy,
Bobrovsky. Yeah, dude.
Had a great year, really kept Tampa at bay, but no offense. Huberdeau, nowhere to be found.
Tampa at bay?
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's funny, dude. Tampa at bay. Yes, Tampa Bay.
Never mind. Never mind. I was confused the way you meant that.
Tampa at bay.
But, I mean, this had to have been one of the most wins or could have been the most wins ever by a team, and then not to make it to the conference final. I mean, 64 wins.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But, I know Bobrovsky was the winning most goalie in the whole league.
Yeah. No. And you know what I love, too?
It's a shame.
Is that I remember before the playoffs started, somebody on one of the New York shows was going, yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the year, I thought the Rangers, could win it all. But, you got Florida, you got Carolina. I mean, they really don't have a shot against those teams. And here we are. Florida's eliminated. They tied up 2 with Carolina. So, I mean, now is the time. Oh, you know who I absolutely – they're just trash. I've just determined this is Tiki Barber and Brandon Tierney.
Wow.
Tiki doesn't know anything.
Thing.
I swear to
Yeah.
God. Like I get like just annoyed, like,
Yeah.
and then like Tierney corrects him as he's
Uh-huh.
talking. It's just like, why?
Like, why are you even on? Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems like something like Kellerman or Stephen A. would win.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Carolina, you got Florida. And we just named the top 2 teams in the regular season, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's
you
great.
don't know anything.
It's just crazy, dude.
Yeah, I would be more nervous, honestly, playing Pittsburgh, playing Tampa Bay. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
So, and just before we get to the game tonight, as we wrap up hockey here, last night, Tony, the Oilers again take that commanding 3-1 series lead. 1 game away,
The legend
from going to
that
the
is
Western
Evander Kane,
Conference
Tony.
Finals, and the legend, Tony, that is Evander Kane. I mean, you must be speechless at this point. Another 2 goals last night, 11 this postseason. I mean, what are your thoughts?
When
I-
is he gonna crumble, Tony?
I know, dude. Who knows? I mean, it could be a change. He just announced his wife's pregnant now. Actually, I don't know if you heard.
So
New
did
man.
they ever separate or no? Or is this
I
his
think
different
this is
wife?
different. This is a new
Okay,
wife,
because the
yeah.
other wife was the gambling accusation.
Yeah, the other one was
Okay.
the
Yeah.
abuse, the gambling,
Yeah,
throw you under the bus.
yeah.
I'm outta
Literally
here.
under the bus.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, it seems like he is maybe a new man. He's got a new wife, kid on the way, dude. Maybe he's a little changed. I mean, Jesus, the guy's had more than enough second chances to kind of figure that out. But we'll see.
This is the best hockey he's played his whole career, though. I know it's a short.
Well, yeah, because he's been in
size.
fucking prison a while, dude. Not prison, but been overnight in jail a few
Dude,
times.
he's played plenty of full
I know.
seasons.
I believe, I could be wrong here, but I believe he broke Gretzky's record for most goals as an Oiler in the postseason.
in the second.
I could be wrong. Maybe it was just in one game. I don't know. I don't think so. It was something like that. Because I saw it somewhere and I was like, wow.
Dude, and I know I'm getting ahead of myself here. And
Mhm.
also, Nugent Hopkins had 2 goals, and I think even McDavid had 1.
Yeah.
But
Nugent Hopkins saved that game last night, actually, when you think about it.
yeah, with those 2 goals in the third. But the thing is here, Tony, I know this sounds a little crazy, but I think the Avalanche should be scared of them, honestly. I really
Of
do.
Edmonton? Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, again, you talk about, the momentum that Edmonton is gaining in the postseason here. I mean, momentum is literally everything.
Yeah.
Especially in the postseason. You see teams fall so quickly. Good teams fall quickly to another team that just has their speed, their timing down, everything going for them. It creates a very hard offense to defend against. But I mean, if anyone can do it, it would be Kel McCarr and the Colorado Avalanche. So we'll see.
If it's Oilers Rangers Stanley Cup Finals, do you think they have Gretzky do the puck drop for game 1 or no?
That'd be pretty dope. Yeah.
I mean,
Hell
right?
yeah,
I mean, it would
dude.
make sense.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw. He was at the game last night, I believe.
At the Garden
at
or
the
at
Garden.
Edmonton? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, man, the Oilers, and I don't know if you would know this or not, but do they ever do a line with all 3 of those guys, or do they space it? McDavid, Draisaitl, and Kane, or do they like stagger it?
Yeah, they stagger.
Did no teams do that? Like if they have 3 guys that are well above everyone else, like just put them all together. They don't like doing that.
I suppose it depends on who your other guys are, but not typically.
Yeah. And what's the reason? I mean,
it's just because when you have, like, even though they're your first line and they get a lot of ice time. I mean, if you don't have anything else going for you for your second to third and
you're
fourth
never gonna
line,
score.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
not, dude.
But Nugent Hopkins, and then I think there's one other guy that's actually pretty good for them.
Hyman, Fogle,
Yeah.
Hyman,
Yeah, Hyman, yeah.
Hyman's good, dude. He had a goal last night. Yeah, even Fogle, you've seen him in the regular season kind of come around.
Yamamoto.
a few big spots. Yamamoto was all right, but Hyman's got 54 points in the season, 27 goals, 27 assists. So
That's
yeah,
pretty
dude,
good.
that's honestly really good.
Nugent Hopkins, like I said, is good as well. And then Mike Smith looking like Patrick Waugh in net.
Did you see that goal he gave up though?
No.
I want to say it was for Calgary to tie it. So let me see. I believe it was. I think it was that shorthanded goal in the third period. By Anderson. Literally, like, I want to say, like, maybe even before center ice, like maybe at his own blue line, just hums it, and Smith just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
got past. Like he literally just fucking hummed it to even just to ice the puck during a power play, shorthanded goal. And Mike Smith just either wasn't paying attention, didn't see it in the light or something, but it just got past him, and he was pretty tight. But nonetheless,
You're thinking about going to Miko.
No, I'm not at all. Luckily for Mike Smith, he had Nugent Hopkins and Evander Kane to score in the third period. But in any other series, if they're playing the Rangers in the Cup final, I mean that type of goal could cost them the game, dude.
I might take credit though if it's Rangers and it's Oilers in the Stanley Cup, because I feel like a long time ago I mentioned that. Michael knows it.
We have to check tape on that one.
We have to check tape. I don't think we have to check anything. No, but come on, because I was deciding between the two teams, and I said, "Hey, listen, would it really be that crazy?"
It sounds like you, dude. Yeah.
You're tight.
I'm not tight. I mean, yeah, you may have said it. I don't know. I don't even remember what my picks were, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean,
jeez,
we'll have to run back the tape.
Yeah. Oh no, we don't have to run back the tape for that.
All right. So yeah. And I guess Rangers tomorrow, right? Back in action.
Thursday. That's right. Tomorrow night
in Carolina.
I am so pumped for that game.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
We're
awesome.
sitting down to watch it, dude. 7 o'clock.
Definitely.
You don't want to just check the box score?
No, I really don't.
No, jeez, Tony. I thought you'd get a little chuckle. No. You seem like you find that hilarious. Anyway, Blues Avalanche tonight, 8:00. Colorado looking to close this one out at home, go to the Western Conference Final. Guess we'll do a 1, 2, 3 here, right? I mean,
oh yeah,
it would only be fair.
Okay.
But any just kind of, not saying your pick, but just analysis of this one, anything you're expecting to see here or interested to see if this happens, if that happens, type of thing.
I mean, for St. Louis's, for their own sake, I mean, they really need like a classic big game out of Tarasenko here.
Yeah.
I feel like he really hasn't had like a phenomenal series for them. And they need to, like, their defense needs to lock down Colorado.
And I mean, what are the chances of a Binnington shutout on the road, back against the wall,
shutout
going back to St. Louis?
Shutout seems pretty unlikely, Barnes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that. Even after Binnington has been,
coming in for Husso, playing somewhat better at times.
Yeah, but Husso's been the one starting.
They've gone back and forth.
But Binnington got hurt, did he not?
Really? I thought he was back though. No?
I don't think so, dude. I mean, I could be wildly wrong here, but I believe he got hit like kind of a cheap shot by I forget who. It might have been Kadri. But Binnington's injured. Saturday's 5-2 loss. Tried some Joey drills, but was not able to continue. Yeah, dude.
Oh, you're right. Because they were talking about, like Kadri with the cheap shots.
Yeah.
Husso, 5 goals allowed last game. Be interesting to see though. Can they keep the series alive? But 1, 2, and 3
Avalanche.
Blues.
Wow,
yeah,
dude.
You're doing it.
Okay.
Yep. Just I know it seems like shot in the dark.
I think it kind of is.
Never know.
But really, you never know, especially now. But I just feel like Colorado at home, we've seen what the Avs fans were like.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I'm just saying. I mean, what if I told you before the series started that Florida would get swept? You said crazy. So,
I mean, I picked Tampa Bay to win. So, I mean, I wouldn't.
Swept, though? I think
swept, yes. Yeah, I probably would have voted against that.
Yeah.
But did you say that?
Yeah.
You didn't say they would get swept. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, I mean, really, other than that, I mean, obviously, our favorite sport of basketball continues on.
Dude, that's right.
Continues on. Let's just go quickly to the world.
It's always quickly, he says.
The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the 3, and the Lakers win the game.
All right, Tony. The Mavericks season continues.
Yeah.
For one more day. Vintage game from Luka. Almost collapsed in the fourth, but don't. Are we about to get like electrocuted?
No, I ain't gonna electrocute it, dude. But the light bulb is a little old here. It's been flickering. I think it's fine now, though.
Now,
Are you scared, Barnes?
No. But you think the Warriors are scared? This is gonna be Boston 2004. Any chance?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. And even last night with the Mavs, they won by 10. Curry only had 20. Thompson had 12. Green didn't really do much either. I really don't feel like that's going to happen again.
Yeah, it's over, Barnes. Sorry.
I thought you
Sorry,
said,
dude.
No, just that game.
That's it.
Gentlemen's.
Wow.
And yeah, dude. I think I said gentlemen's actually. If we want to go back to tape, I think I said
No, we don't need to.
gentlemen's.
No,
I don't think we need to do
I don't
that.
think we have that tape.
Barnes is scared. They know we have the tape.
But honestly, I really appreciate everyone joining us.
But dude, did you see the leak that happened at the Mavs stadium?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, so after halftime, I was watching this at home before I went to bed. And
NBA just put you right to sleep.
yeah, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get out of here, dude. But after halftime, start of the third quarter, could not start. They would have come back from break, and you see like mad like staff from Dallas like huddled over the corner of the court, towels everywhere, dude.
Leak in the roof.
Leaking in the roof, and they cut to a shot, and there's just water pouring down.
Wow.
And they literally said they had all the towels on the bench just fucking wiping down this table. They cut to Mark Cuban, and he's just fucking shaking his head. And obviously at this point, people were like, what the hell's going on? Curry and Doncic like joking around with the water, whatever. They finally get someone in the rafters, bro. You see someone up there in the rafters hooked onto the column so he doesn't fall.
That was a fan.
No, it wasn't, dude.
It was rigged. It was rigged
in the stands, but they
slow down the momentum.
Sit there.
They were saying, "Wow, this is like kind of funny."
Super Bowl
now,
Ravens
dude.
2012.
Yeah,
You've seen it before. Yeah.
Although I think Dallas was up at the half, I believe.
Yeah, but Steph was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway,
Steph was
I
coming,
think
dude.
the Warriors are on the verge of the worst collapse in NBA history.
I don't think so. I mean, they scored almost 40 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the fourth quarter when the fans are gone, there's no pressure, no one cares.
Why do you have the
TV
fans
sets
leaving
are off.
every night?
No one's watching. That fourth quarter was.
Did you know,
rigged.
Michael? Every single game, the fans leave early.
Well,
Did you know that?
Not Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah, no.
Or MSG for the Rangers.
Yeah. Anywhere else though, they leave early.
Oh, yeah, that goal song is sick.
I know, it's so dope, right?
Yeah.
So good.
But that being said, Tony, I think I'm just saying, just watch out. I know one game at a time, but I obviously, we'll find out, tomorrow if Mavs can continue the run here. Because you think about it, that game where they collapsed, they did collapse. That is what happened, but they led most of that game. If they won that game, this is a 2-2 series. They're a completely different conversation.
Yeah, but you know what, Barnes?
It's
not.
It's this,
Yeah.
But you know what is 2-2? Heat Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Big game tonight. Boston. Heat got trounced last game after winning game 3. Is there going to be another ferocious
trouncing?
Is there going to be another ferocious trouncing tonight in Boston?
Are they in Boston?
No, Miami.
They're in Miami. Yeah.
I said Miami.
No,
You just said in Boston.
You said in
just now,
Boston.
dude.
I
Come on. I don't know. You think the Heat fans are leaving early?
Yes. No, wait, come on. Tell me that they're not known for that.
No,
Yeah,
I was
they
saying
are.
you have told me that before that Heat fans are known
Yeah.
for leaving early. I don't know. How's Butler's knee? Yeah,
It put some dirt on it, right?
swelling or what, dude?
It's fine. Miami,
yeah,
20-point win.
yeah, I think so
It's
too.
the series too, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mozzarella.
Dude, I mean, horrible conference finals in both ways.
Yeah.
So boring.
The whole thing is
I
trash.
don't know. I think Boston
This
Miami
series is
was
good,
kinda
but yeah,
to
but
watch.
it's all
Wait, but is it good though when there's 20-point games? Like,
No, it's not.
yeah.
I hope it's a tight game.
What's the score tonight, Tony? Who's winning?
All right,
But you're a big Boston
Give
guy.
me Miami here. I'm not a big Boston guy, dude. Give me Miami here.
Yeah.
I would say let's go like 116 to 110.
I'm going to say 137
No.
to 97.
Oh my God.
And Jimmy Butler, career high 70.
Wow. How many threes?
One.
Yeah.
One.
50 free throws.
50 free throws.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna go game winner, Jimmy. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, and then the Heat finals versus the Mavs rematch. We've seen this 2 other times before, so should be
That'd be
fun.
cool.
The rubber match. But yeah, looking forward to it. But obviously, priorities right now, Yankees, the Rangers, and I guess we could say the Mets. I mean, they are in first place, Tony. So
Yeah. Very good.
I said it. I
Yeah.
mentioned it.
The polar bear has 40 RBIs.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like polar seltzer? No?
Yeah, I would say so. Actually, I do enjoy polar. I remember my dad used to buy those by the case in the long bottles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, so did I. Now I
Yeah.
like the cans though.
Yeah, I don't know. I like bottles. You can screw them up and
Yeah, but I just
still.
feel like the freshness of the can, you crack it. That
Oh, come on.
when it's freezing cold, drinking it, nothing
Yeah.
better than that.
I
Oh,
guess
glass
you're not
bottles
wrong, dude.
though.
Glass
It's
bottles?
the freshest.
Where are the glass
Yeah.
bottles from?
You never had a glass bottle of seltzer?
Polar?
Yeah, like
No, I'm
at
talking
the
about
general store.
Pellegrino.
No, but you never got them from the general store though.
Pellegrino's different though.
Like a root beer from the general store. No,
General
Beer from the
store.
general store.
No, I do like Coca-Cola glass bottle.
exactly.
Oh
Fire.
yeah, dude, fire, dude, from Mexico.
Sure.
Amazing.
That's well, I mean,
All right, guys. This was a great show, guys.
Wow.
Tune in. We're gonna be back tomorrow. We love you. You guys are our bloodline. We'll see you.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us